Did you see him run? Did you see him run?
I think the process of unraveling this character through interviews and getting his backstory was a brilliant choice. What was that process like for you to do, and what did you enjoy most about it?
It was very daunting, you know, when you're looking down the barrel of 100 pages of dialogue, if probably even more than 100 pages of dialogue, with one actress in one room, one setting, you're really limited to what you can do creatively. And, you know, I'm delighted to say that Amanda was the perfect scene partner. The writing was just such a pleasure every day to work with. And our directors weren't afraid to break the rules and find new ways to make that room interesting. So it was really tough. I was really worried that those scenes were going to feel like somewhat of a speed hump in the show. But I'm delighted to say that I think they're just as compelling as the flashbacks.
I agree with you 100%. So compelling.
Great.
And I also want to talk to you about the mother-son dynamic that you got to portray with Emmy. I think that was such an important part of the story. What was that like for you to do? I mean, you and Emmy were just incredible together, every scene you had.
You know, we were so lucky in having Emmy. I think her performance in episode 9 might steal the show. Like, she is absolutely breathtaking in that episode. It was really wonderful. We had lots of time to talk before the show. We had many meetings with Akiva and with Will and with Ben, my acting coach, to try and figure out how we thought this dynamic would best play out on screen. Emmy was so collaborative, she was game. There is this one scene that I was not there for when they filmed, and I remember watching the scene in the episode, and she somehow has like morphed into a version of Danny. And the bridge between like mother and son, I'm sure you know the scene I'm talking about where Raya goes to see her. I remember when I saw the scene and was like, Emmy hasn't seen any of the things that I've done since we started shooting this show. How is she portraying Danny in her own way? Like, it's mind-blowing what she did. So I loved working with her. She was a lot of fun, and gosh, she's so talented. She's really fantastic.
There are so many moments in this show that are just took my breath away. Oh my gosh. And I really want to ask you also about the role of executive producer. Why was that important to you for this project? I feel like you know, I got to speak with you on Uncharted previously, and I got to talk to you about the executive producer role. So I wanted to ask you again what it was like for this one.
I think, you know, I had a really positive experience with Uncharted, working with Alex and Chuck and those guys, getting the show going. I really enjoyed that. I think why it was so important for me to have the EP credit here was to protect myself. This is a really, really daunting task, playing this character. It's TV, it's something I haven't done before, it's a lot of work, and I wanted to just have that extra stake in the game so that had I needed to put my foot down, like cutting my hair, I kind of had more power to do that. And I'm delighted to say I never needed to exercise that power. The producers were so collaborative. They were such great teachers to me. So it was a really great privilege to get to do, and I would definitely do it again.
Thank you so much again for your time, Tom. It's always such a pleasure speaking with you, and I really appreciate it.
Amazing. Right back at you. Thank you very much.